And Tabak, for example, is Shalak's enemy. If I'm his friend, I wouldn't be caught with Tabak. Why? Because Tabak is the enemy of my friend. I wouldn't be caught around him. So becoming the friend of God puts you in a peculiar, special situation. There are certain places you ain't going to go, certain things you ain't going to do, depending on who's your friend. Let's start and welcome everybody online to I.S.A.A.C Saints All About Christ. No, we're not the best church, but we are a church, right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow along with us through the scriptures. All those who are members of the body, we say Shabbat Shalom. Those who are just logging in might see this later. Shabbat Shalom. Even our enemies, we say Shabbat Shalom. Let's start at James. Let's go to the book of James. Let's see what James has to say as we dive into becoming the friend of God. Becoming the friend of God. If you got a friend here on earth, raise your hand real quick. If you got a friend. Everybody should raise your hand. You got a friend, got a friend, got a friend, got a friend. Yeah, we all got friends. We all got friends. Who in here would say they are the friend of God? Raise your hand. Okay. You're a friend of God. Okay. 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 And raise your hand if God has made you his friend. Okay. 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 So, some didn't, some did. Let's go into the scriptures and see what it takes. All three brothers have different perspectives on different ways we're going to go with this, and want you to pay attention. After the class, we got a special treat. The friend of God. Go to James 2. James chapter 2. Matter of fact, hold on. I don't want to do that yet. Not yet. I'm going to send you a video, Ezra. I got one video. Let me send you a video. I'm going to send you one video real quick. I almost forgot. And by the way, it's so good to see everybody in the house. That is a blessing, right? I'm going to send you a video, Ezra. And I want to sit back and watch this quick little video real quick. I'm going to send it to the Maccabees chat. Friend of God, becoming the friend of God. Come on. Okay. Becoming the friend of God. I'm sending you a video. Ezra's. You can play that from the beginning. I think it's from the beginning. Might have to fast forward a little bit, but. Yeah, I just got one video. Play that video for me, Ezra, if you just received it. Becoming the friend of God. We're going to dive into this. I want to be the friend of God. I want the Most High to choose me and say, Quan, y'all, you are my friend. You are my friend. That's what I want. Don't give me riches. Don't give me land. Don't give me nothing. If I can get the Most High's friendship, I'm okay. If I can get his friendship, I'm okay. Play that. This might be a little off subject, but it's really on subject. And we're gonna deal with it. The friend of God. And whenever you're ready, King, you can go ahead and play it.
I might get some violations and I may offend some people
with what
I'm going to say. And
just give you context, these are, the election just happened a few days ago. I said go. And Trump is now their 47th president. And right. And some black women, so-called black women, are upset at black men for voting for Trump. Whatever's going on, this is not the Israelite community, this is their community. And I want to show you something. Go ahead, King. This is what you get when you become the friend of the world. Go ahead.
I might get some violations and I may offend some people with what I'm going to say, and I don't give a f. To all you Latinos that voted for Trump, I hope he mass deports you and your entire family. Whether you were here legally or not, you got to go. I hope he does that. To you black men who your fragile ego couldn't take a black woman in office, so you either voted for Trump or you didn't vote at all, the police will now have carte blanche to murder you right where you stand. And when they do that, there's not going to be no GoFundMes. Don't ask your family to ask us for shit. Just die. They can't afford to bury you. Dig a hole in their backyard. It is what it is.
Wow.
But don't expect sympathy. Don't expect protest in the streets. We're not doing that. Black women, we're done. We're done. We did our due diligence for this century and the next. We've done enough. We're not doing anymore. To you white women that once again voted against your interests, when your husbands start knocking you into the middle of next week and you can't do anything about it because no fault divorce is in play, I want you to take those black eyes and those busted lips as a personal thank you from Donald J. Trump each and every time you get hit. Take it. Don't look for nobody else. Don't ask for help. Take your beatings. For all of y'all that voted for Trump, I hope you get exactly what you voted for. Because the only thing he did was make America great for the people that it was great for from the beginning, white men. That's what he did. He couldn't run the risk of whiteness no longer being the default, not being allowed to fail up. So when you're bleeding out somewhere and there's a medical emergency and you can't get no help, women who voted for him, don't take it. You just gotta die. If you got kids, they're just gonna be motherless. It is what it is. You didn't give a, so we don't give a. That's how it is. This isn't America anymore. I don't know what the it is, but it's not gonna be America. And if you think that Trump is gonna be in that office for 4 years, you're insane. Because we're about to be in a real live action episode of scandal. Because your next president
right
is
there.
not Donald Trump.
And fast forward a little bit. I think I might send you the wrong one, but we're gonna just deal with that. Fast forward a little bit and see is it any more on there? Is it any more? Yeah. See, is it any more clips on there? Just a fast forward a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I think I said yeah. Right there. There you go.
This is how AI optimizes my schedule. This meeting got canceled. Hooray! We didn't really want to go.
Up for us, you're saying shit like this.
Hey, kudos to the reporter that outed the black men who went and voted for Trump. What the is wrong with y'all? What the is wrong with y'all? Y'all are so money hungry for someone who's not going to give y'all any money. It was in the woodworks for Kamala to help you out. And you said, he gave me $1,200 one time. I'll vote for him again. You hate black women. You can't say you don't now. You actively voted against black women. What the You were broke yesterday. You were broke today. And if that man wins, you're going to be broke for the next years. Real broke.
The police gonna start killing you young one by one by one. They gonna start killing y'all and they gonna clock into work tomorrow because your dumb, stupid ass decided to vote for Donald Trump and he gave the police immunity, which means that if they kill you, bitch, they can still go to work.
And the next time that a black man died at the hands of the police, the same black men that voted for Trump, I want y'all to be front line, front center.
Black women, it's just us. It's just us, and we have to lock in and organize together. I'm not talking about organizing politically. I'm talking about organizing every aspect of our existence because no one is coming to help us. It's just us and these children. We need to organize off this app.
I want you to think about that real quick. Listen to what she's saying.
This
is how little a lot of these.
Just a little bit. I don't want to hear all that. Right when she started back talking.
these children, as in of building a shows. Think about that, man, who did
How to organize. That's why people come
they're doing this.
off any app, no Facebook group or nothing, anything that can be infiltrated. We know how to organize. That's why people come to us when it's time for a movement. Let's move for ourselves. And if there's another black woman who like, I ain't on that, bye. We not spending another moment convincing anybody of our humanity. Where has that gotten us? We have the organizational skills, we have the mental fortitude and the know-how to lock the in and do what we need to do for ourselves and these kids. It's us.
Get her out of here.
Ourselves
Get
and
them
these
out, get them out,
kids.
get them out. Now, mind you, so-called black women doing that. Now, there are some black men that's doing the same thing. That's blaming other black men for not voting for Kamala. It's not only the so-called black woman, it's the so-called black man also. Get them off the screen. Let's go to the scripture. This is what you get when you are the friend of the world. You can't blame nobody but yourself. I told y'all that last week. Family Online. I told you that you can't blame whatever happened to you, you can't blame nobody but yourself. For being the friend of the world, you get what a friend give you. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Give me James 2. Let's start at verse 14.
This is the book of James, chapter 2, and verse 14.
And read it.
What doeth the prophet, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works?
What do it profit, my brethren, though a man say he got faith and have not works? Read.
Can faith save him?
Can faith save him? Come on.
If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warm and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit?
What do it profit? Now we're going to be straight up. I told you, eyes will be going up. What do it profit if you say you have faith and have not works? What do it profit for you to say, I'm the friend of God? There's a precept in my pool. It says, a friend is only a friend in name. You just saying you're the friend of God because you know you're an Israelite. That's not a true friend. Read.
Verse 17, even so faith, it hath not works, is dead.
Even so faith, if it have not works, is dead. What?
Being alone.
Being alone, because it takes two to what? Tango. Two is better than one. For if one fall, he have another one to pick him up. Who's your friend? Read on.
Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will shew thee my faith by my works.
Yeah, a man or a woman may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I'll show you faith by my works. We say it all the time. How do we know you got faith in the Most High? It's by what you what? Do, and not what you say. We watching your works. A true friend watches what you do, not all the time what you saying. Keep reading.
Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well.
Go ahead.
The devils also believe
The
and
devils
tremble.
also believe in trouble. Read on.
But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead?
Now he used some strange language here. He says, but wilt thou know, O vain man? Why? Because you ain't nothing but dust and ashes. Why is dust and ashes proud? I never understood that. Why be so prideful? Like we got it going on, and you can be out of here like that. Knowledge puffed up. Go ahead.
See, it ain't no marvel that, we had this class because, the pillars we talk a lot, man. The Most High straight away, as we working on this lesson, the Most High put every last one of us to the test. So it just go to show that, man, we got to humble down. We got to humble down, and like the brother said, man, why is earth and ashes proud? Give me 1 Corinthians 8, and I'll kick it back to you. This is why we proud, man. This right here, 1 Corinthians 8, read verse, I'll stay at verse 1. Go ahead, read that out.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge.
No, it say we know that some have knowledge.
That we all have knowledge.
All the brothers in here got knowledge. Folks on YouTube right now, probably tuning in to this right now, got knowledge. Folks on Facebook tuning in right now, got knowledge. People on Clubhouse got knowledge. All of us have knowledge, whether it be a little bit or a lot. Everybody got knowledge. Go ahead.
Knowledge puffeth up.
That's what's wrong with us, y'all. Knowledge puffing up. That's what's wrong with us for sure. Brothers and sisters. Sisters do the same thing. They get some knowledge, get some information, and puffed up. Go ahead.
But charity edifieth.
But charity is what's going to edify somebody. When you actually going in, man, you really want a person to learn something instead of, belittling somebody, right? Go ahead, verse 2. Go ahead and get that.
And if any man think that he knoweth anything.
If any man think that he knows anything, go ahead.
He knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know.
See, because we really don't know what we think we know. And I'm so geared to this, bro. We really don't know what we think we know, bro. And the Most High show us over and over again. Right when you think you know, I'm going to show you this. You like, I ain't even know that. We don't, bro. But let me kick it back to you, King.
Come on. All praise to the Most High. All praise. Go back. Go back. Well, where we leave off at? Verse 20. Becoming the friend of the Most High. Becoming the friend of the Most High. Come on.
James chapter 2 and verse 20. But wilt thou know, O vain man,
go ahead,
that faith without works is dead?
And faith without works is dead. Read.
Was not Abraham our father justified by works?
Oh, here we go. Now, was not Abraham justified by what?
By works.
By works. It's by what he did. A true friend is known by not what they say, but what they what, family? What they do. Read.
When he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar.
Abraham offered his son Isaac upon the altar. Read.
Seest thou how faith wrought with works, and by works was faith made perfect?
And by works was faith made perfect. A friendship is not only in faith, but it's also in works. It makes perfect. The friendship can become perfect by not what you say, but by what you do. Read on.
And the scripture was fulfilled.
And the scripture was fulfilled. Come on.
Which said, Abraham believed God.
Abraham what?
Abraham believed God.
Abraham believed the Most High.
And it was imputed unto him.
And it was added unto him.
For righteousness.
For righteousness. Come on.
And he was called.
And he was called what?
The friend of God.
The friend of God, because he believed God. He was willing to offer up his son for his friend. He was willing to offer up his life for his friend. This is how you become the friend of the Most High. Read on.
Ye see then how that by works a man is justified.
And a man is justified by what he do. Read on.
And not by faith only.
And not by just believing in God, by what you do. Read.
Likewise also, was not Rahab...
Stop right there. Give me James 4 and 4.
This is the book of James chapter 4 and verse 4.
When the Most High separates the sheep from the goat, he's separating friend and foe. When the Most High is separating wheat and tare, he's separating friend and foe. Which one are you? The friend or a foe? Read on.
Yes.
Verse 4. No, read verse 1.
James chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read on.
From whence come wars and fightings among you?
Come on.
Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members?
Come on.
Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have.
Come on.
And cannot obtain.
Read on.
Ye fight and war, yet ye have not.
Read on.
Because ye ask not.
Read on.
Ye ask and receive not.
You ask and receive not.
Because ye ask amiss.
Because you ask amiss. Come on.
That ye may consume it upon your lust.
You watch. A lot of us ask the Most High God for a lot of things, and you don't have it. Why? You're not his friend. Booyah. You're not his friend. He said you have not because you ask not. A friend supposed to get something, right? If I ask my friend for something, my friend supposed to give it to you, right? So why am I not getting? I'm not his friend. Read on.
Ye adulterers.
Oh, who?
Ye adulterers.
What you doing when you leave school? Are you sex me, baby? What you doing? Real friends of the Most High don't be involved in that. You adulterers? That's men. Read.
And adulteresses.
He ain't forgetting about the women either. Read on.
Know ye not that the friendship of this world.
The friendship of what?
Of this world.
The friendship of this world. You brothers who got wives who put your wife first, you wicked as hell. You a foe. You women who put your husband first before wisdom and the Most High, you a foe. Read on.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
I didn't write this. If you're a friend of the world, you're the enemy. You're against him. That's enmity. Give me a definition for enmity. Enmity, 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 enmity. If you're a friend of this world, you put this world first, you enmity against God. We'll never see you in class. And if we do see you in class, we only see you from Sabbath to Sabbath. We ain't got no classes going on. Brothers ain't out here teaching. What you doing with your spare time? You're a friend of folk. What's enmity? Come on.
Enmity, the state of feeling or being actively opposed.
Oh, the state of feeling of being actively opposed. Come on.
Or hostile.
Hostile, hostile, hostile. Come on.
To someone or something.
Is there any more on that? Oh, you mean similars.
Similar. Hostility.
Hostility. If you are a friend of the world, you're hostile to God. He can't never get you to do nothing. Come on.
Hostility. Animosity.
What do you have against the Most High? What do you have against them? Sisters, is there work that needs to be done? Brothers, is there work that needs to be done? Read on.
Antagonism.
Come on.
Friction.
Friction.
Antipathy. Antipathy.
All praise. Come on.
What's this word? Animus.
Yeah, just pick a few. Okay. Opposition.
Dissension.
Rivalry.
Feud. Conflict. Discord. Contention. Bitterness. Resentment. Dislike. Ill feeling. Bad feeling. Ill will. Bad blood. Hatred.
Say what?
Hatred.
Say what?
Hatred.
Say what?
Hatred.
Go back. I like that one. You hate God. Do we hate God? Is there anybody online that hates God? You hate God if you're a friend of the world. Read it again, verse 4.
James chapter 4 and verse 4.
Come on.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
Come on.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Come on.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
It's the enemy of God. They hate God. Are you friend or foe today? Give me Sirach 37, verse 1. We have to become the friend of God, family. We must become the friend of Yah. Read verse 1. That's all I want.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 1.
Come on.
Every friend saith, I am his friend also.
Every friend said, every Israelite said, I'm the friend of God too. Come on.
But there is a friend, which is only a friend in name.
Now, I like that. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name. Some of us are only calling ourselves friend of God because of who he is and what he stands for. That's it. It looks good. Who wouldn't want to be connected to God? Who wouldn't want to be called the friend of the Most High? Who wouldn't want to say, all praise to the Most High? He's my friend. Who wouldn't want to say, man, Michael Jackson, my friend? Who wouldn't want to say, man, Lil Wayne, that's my friend? Who wouldn't want to be connected to an Oprah who's a billionaire? That's my friend. How would people look at you by you being close to someone who's famous? This is what they're saying. Some of us are only friend in name. You want to be a friend in deed. You want to be a friend indeed. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 8. Abraham was called the friend of God. Now, matter of fact, give me Wisdom of Solomon 7. Let's start at verse 7, chapter 7 first. Y'all, we got to be the friend of God. How do we do that? We're going to show you. How do we become the friend of the Most High God? That should be your best BFF. Y'all should be like this. Why isn't it like that? Or is it like that? Give me verse. Read verse 1, quickly.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Come on.
I myself also am a mortal man, like to all.
He said, I'm a mortal man like everybody else. Come on.
And the offspring of him that was first made.
Come on. And the offspring of Adam. Read on.
That was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in a time of 10 months.
Read.
Being compact in blood of the seed of man. And the pleasure that came with sleep.
Read verse 7.
Verse 7.
Read verse 6.
Verse 6. For all men have one entrance into life, and the light going out. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon God.
He called upon who?
I called upon God. And the spirit of wisdom came to me.
He said, I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came upon me. Read.
I preferred her before scepters, and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her.
This is what you have to do in order to become the friend of God. You got to want him more than things. I say it all the time. You have to love the blessor rather than the blessing. You can't be a friend just because of what they can give you. Oh, she's just my friend because of what I can give them, because of the money I got. Or he's just my friend because of who I am. He said, I preferred her before scepters and thrones and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison of her. Read verse 9.
Neither compared I unto her any precious stones, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand.
Gold ain't nothing compared to wisdom. Are you friend or foe? You want the blessings or the blessor? Keep reading.
And silver shall be counted as clay before her. I loved her above health and beauty.
I loved her beyond health and beauty. Come on.
And chose to have her instead of light.
Read.
For the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
You see it? Read on.
All good things together came to me with her.
Read it again.
All good things together came to me with her.
Read it one more time.
All good things together came to me with her.
That sounds like Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added. And Romans 8. What are we going to do? You friend the foe. Keep reading.
And innumerable riches in her hands.
Come on.
And I rejoice in them all, because wisdom goes before them.
Say what?
Because wisdom goes before them.
Come on.
And I knew not that she was the mother of them.
All right, give him a break. Give him a break, Tim. Give him a break. Read verse 11 again.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 11.
Come on.
All things together came to me with her.
All things came together. What verse you at?
11.
All good things together came to. Right, go ahead.
All good things together came to me with her.
Read on.
And the innumerable riches in her hand.
Read on.
And I rejoice in them all.
Come on.
Because wisdom goeth before them. And I knew not that she was the mother of them.
You see that? What are you seeking in your life? Your friend can get it for you. But some of us are ass backwards. Some of us going out for the things and not for the one who can give us the things. Read on.
Verse 13. I learn diligently. And do communicate her liberally.
Come on.
I do not hide her riches.
Read on. Stop. I do not hide her riches. What is the riches of wisdom? Knowledge. What's your conversation through the week? What are you on the phone talking about all week? Is your conversation of wisdom, understanding, knowledge, laws, statutes, and commandments, or is it foolishness? He said, I hide not her riches. Read on.
Verse 14. For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of God.
Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become the friends of God. You see that? Finish it up.
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
You see that? Read it one more time for the brothers and sisters.
For she is a treasure unto men.
What is the she? Wisdom. Read on.
For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth.
Come on.
Which they that use become the friends of God.
This is how Abraham became the friend of God. He valued wisdom. He valued wisdom. Read on.
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Wow. Read.
God had granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom, and directed the wise.
Read.
For in his hand are both our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship.
Move down to verse 24.
Verse 24.
Read on.
For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness.
Keep reading.
For she is the breath.
She is the what?
She is the breath.
She is the what?
The breath.
The breath. The breath that was in the beginning, that breathed upon Adam, and Adam became a living soul. Read on.
For she is the breath of the power of God.
Read that again.
For she is the breath of the power of God.
Read on.
And a pure influence.
She what?
A pure influence.
A what?
A pure influence.
You want to be able to influence a brother or sister? You need wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, you influencing people in evil. Read it again.
For she is the breath of the power of God.
Come on.
And a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Come on.
Therefore, can no defiled thing fall into her.
You see that? Wisdom ain't dealing with nothing that defiles. If you are here sinning, you cannot be the friend of God.
Let me get a precept, okay?
Go ahead, King.
I'm gonna pass it right back to you. Let me get Proverbs 11. Because it said wisdom would influence. Is that the word we were just looking for? Just influence, right? Proverbs 11, give me verse 30. Read that out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter.
Go ahead and give verse 28, because that's going to the point too. Let me see. Do I want to bud it? Shoot, get 27. Why not?
Don't go get it.
Yeah, let's do that. 27. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
He that diligently seek good procureth favor.
It says, he that diligently seeketh good procureth favor. Hit that asterisk for me, Ezra. What's that procureth? Seeks favor. Right? Go ahead.
But he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him.
But if you seek mischief, it's going to come to you. Keep going, verse 28.
Verse 28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall.
It says, he that trusteth in riches shall fall. And this is what Kyle talking about, right? You're not supposed to trust in riches or the blessing. Trust the blesser. Go ahead.
But the righteous shall flourish as a branch.
It says the righteous going to flourish as a branch. Go ahead, verse 29.
He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind.
So the scriptures say if you trouble your own house, your inheritance is going to be the wind. Go ahead.
And the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart.
He says the fool going to be a servant to those that's wise in the mind. Right? The point is verse 30 to go in on what Kyle said. Go ahead.
Verse 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life.
It says the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. Go ahead.
And he that winneth souls.
He that winneth souls
is wise.
Is wise. So it's going right into what Kyle was bringing out in Wisdom of Solomon. How that wisdom has what? Influence. So if you wise, you will be able to win the soul through your influence. Through the influence that the Most High gave you to speak. The things for you to say, right? But I yield it there. Go ahead, King.
All praise to the Most High. You see that? We must become the friend of God. Who's your BFF? Go back to Wisdom of Solomon. What verse did we end at? Verse 25. Read verse 25 again.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 25.
Read on.
For she is the breath of the power of God.
Come on.
And a pure influence.
A pure what?
A pure influence.
Come on.
Flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Come on.
Therefore, can no defiled thing fall into her.
Read on.
For she is the brightness of the everlasting light.
She is the brightness of the everlasting light. That's that light in the kingdom. They had no need of the sun. Read on.
The unspotted mirror of the power of God.
The unspotted mirror of the power of God. That's that mirror that when a man leaves, he forget what manner of man he is. What does that mean? When you leave wisdom, you forget who the hell you are. You begin to do all kind of nasty and detestable and wicked things. That if these walls could talk, what would they reveal? In darkness. Read on.
In the image of his goodness.
And the image of his goodness. Read verse 27.
Verse 27.
Come on.
In being but one, she can do all things.
How many?
All things.
Read on.
All things.
Come on.
And remaining in herself.
And remaining in herself.
She maketh all things new.
She maketh everything new.
She maketh all things new.
That's why you must be born again. Through wisdom. Kalam, you hear me? Wisdom. Noriah, you hear me? Wisdom. Huh? All praises. We need wisdom. This makes you the friend of the Most High. You hear that trend? Wisdom. Read on.
And in all ages, entering into holy souls.
You see that? I like that. In all ages. That means ever since Adam. Every age, enter into holy souls. Uzziah, you hear me? That's my brother back there. And in all ages, entering into holy souls. Read.
She maketh them friends of God.
She maketh them friends of God. You see that? This is how we become the friends of God. Wisdom, y'all. Making right decisions. Somebody calling you, girl, look, I got the hookup. You with it? What you gonna say? If you got that wisdom, if you're a friend of God, no, I don't think I need to be doing that. But no, I don't think I need to be doing that. But you know how much we can make? No, I don't think I need to be doing that. Well, a brother call you, bro. Man, look, bro, I got my girl. She got a friend, bro. Bruh, she a Midianite, bruh. Hey, you gonna roll with me? Man, nah, come on, bruh. Look, bruh, she thick. Come on, bruh. No, I don't think I'll do that. That's a friend of God. Because if my friend caught me with you, that's gonna break up our friendship. And my friendship with the Most High God is more than being a friend of the world. Get on somewhere, bruh. And don't call my phone no more. Read verse 28.
Verse 28.
Come on.
For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Read that again.
For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
You mean God he don't love the sinner? I'm trying to get it together. You mean he don't love me? I'm trying, God. I don't have wisdom. I'm trying. Read it again.
For God love none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Who does God love? Period. I didn't say it. So if you're in wickedness, you ain't his friend. He don't love you. Then I'll prick some of us. He don't love you. Read on.
For she is more beautiful than the sun.
You see that? Come on.
And above all, the order of stars.
Come on.
Being compared with the light, she is found before it.
She is that's what was before the light in Genesis. You see that? If you ever thought what was the light before the sun, it was wisdom. Read on.
For after this cometh night. But vice shall not prevail against wisdom.
Whoa! Read chapter 8, verse 1.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Read it slow.
Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily.
Read.
And sweetly doeth she order all things.
She orders some things.
All things.
You want your life ordered? Wisdom. Ding, 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 ding. What do we have for him, Johnny? Wisdom. Wisdom. Message. It's been wisdom. Making the right decisions is the key to everything. We've been making the wrong decisions. Go ahead.
These are some powerful points, right? So if you look at your life, your situation, or if you unhappy with certain circumstances or anything like that, remember, your best thinking got you right there. Your best thinking put you in the spot that you at. If you cool with that, cool. If you not cool with that, then it means you thinking wrong, like the brother said. You got to switch some things up. Go ahead, King.
You got to switch some things up. You got to make better decisions. Wisdom helps you make right decision. Wisdom. Wisdom. Read on.
Verse 2.
Watch this.
I loved her.
Say what?
I loved her.
Say what?
I loved her.
Say what?
I loved her.
I love her. That's my boo thing. You know about them boo thing, though. Boo thing come right on time. A boo thing. That's my boo thing. Wisdom is my boo thing. Read it again.
I loved her.
I loved her. Read.
And sought her out from my
I
from
sought
my
her
youth.
out from my youth. Read.
I desired to make her my spouse.
That's for the young people. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. That's for you young people. You're in your youth. Some of y'all going to college. Some of y'all in school, elementary. Some of y'all in middle school, high school. I sought her out from my youth. You know how old Joshua was when he became king? 8 years old. You can be king. Young Zach right there become king. Young Shema right there can become king by wisdom. Wisdom is important, y'all. Wisdom. Read on. The principal thing is wisdom. This is the key. Yes. We got to get wisdom. Wisdom makes you the friend of God. I don't care who don't like it. This is how you ought to feel. Well, I ain't going to do that because that's my friend. What about being a friend of God? I don't want to do that. I don't want to disrespect her. That's my friend. You know, that's what young people do these days. They'll get on Facebook and all these videos to impress they what? Friends. This is what we got to get above everything. You got to have wisdom. Wisdom. Wisdom translates into decisions. Making the right decision. Even in business. Wisdom. Wisdom. Read on. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2.
Come on.
I loved her. And sought her out from my youth.
Read on.
I desire to make her my spouse.
I desire to make her my spouse. Read.
And I was a lover of her beauty.
The wisdom of God should be your first lover. This is what Revelation was speaking of. He said, I have one thing against you. You did all these good things, but I got one thing against you. You left your first love. Give me that real quick. You got that? Revelation 2. Revelations 2. I think it's Revelation 2. He was talking to the last church.